EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here in Atlanta. This taken just shy of the goal line. First and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Another run here for Robinson. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll go again with Robinson. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Second and 7.
70 Lions. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
On the give, it's Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Okay, ready?
Here's first and 10.
Ready.
Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. He is in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, Falcons. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Mason. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Throwing, Milton. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let one go deep for Kirk.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Quick throw on the RPO, caught by Coleman out wide. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Man in motion here is Tucker. On the ground is Mason. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll work forward for a couple. Tavontre Sweat there on the tackle. Second down and 8.
Cowboy 80. Go.
He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Pickens' first catch, and that's good for a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Ready, set. Set. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
Ready, break.
Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go.
Trying to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. A pass taken in by Harris.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back where you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's the tight end. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Try and throw with Milton. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down. On play action, here's Milton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield, By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Connecting with his tight end, Wk12. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air, it's Milton. That's complete to Mason. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Mason. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run. And here's Mason. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Third and a yard. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Milton. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short throw taken by Pitts. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Okay, break. Hawks 70, Hawks. Here we go, here we go. Go.
Back to the air one more time. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
Let's go.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
70 Lions, Cowboy 80.
From the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the right, that's Pitts.
Okay, ready?
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown Atlanta. 2nd touchdown for him in the game, number 14 on the year. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
In motion comes Pittman. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. In motion comes Pittman. They'll keep it on the ground here again. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
In motion comes Pittman. On first down, here's Milton. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Play action. Now it's Milton. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Milton. That is downfield into the hands of Keon. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Here we go, set.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Throwing on second down is Milton. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
In motion comes Pittman. To the air on third down is Milton. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. That is down the field and caught. And it's a very good return. He nearly broke it, setting up his offense inside the red zone. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll turn and hand this one off. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. In motion comes Pittman. On second down, here's Milton. That is caught. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Titans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one is complete. It's Pickens. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Ready up.
Here's second and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here's third and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch to bring up a fresh set of downs.
That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's the tight end, Pitts. And he's into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
The return starts from the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Milton. This one complete right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
We'll try to run for it with Harris. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down, 3 to go. Try and throw with Milton. He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A give, and here comes Harris. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Milton to the air on second down. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Milton. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Milton. That one caught by Tucker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To the air once more is Milton. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion comes Pittman. Milton going to look to throw it again. He'll drop this for Mason. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. A 3rd down. We'll try to get it on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? Miss 3rd and short. Just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Harris. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. That's fielded just shy of the goal line.
On the set.
1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here.
Let's go.
They need one right now.
19.
3rd
19,
and long. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. Down, he'll air one out. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Take go.
He'll drop to throw. Right back to Pearsall again. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to... play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Got it. Ready? Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw. He keeps it himself. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, go! 19 Lion.
They put Pickens in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On the double.
Back to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's got another one. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown Atlanta. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get back. About his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
On the ground is Mason. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Milton. That's complete to Mason. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. Throwing is Milton. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In motion comes Pittman. Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
He gets this one to Tucker. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3.
Here we go.
Mason.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Slot man in motion left. He's into the clear again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Let's go now.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
And here's Bijan. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. Oh no, he missed it. Not more than a chip shot, but it's no good. And this lead will stay right where it is. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Palmer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, here's Milton. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down for Tennessee. On play action, here's Milton. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing again is Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Throw once more. Here's Milton. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. They have tied things up here in the final minute. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth, as the kickoff comes. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, set, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He fires downfield for Pitts, and that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. It's a big play when they needed it the most. To gain of 43 yards. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening as the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mason.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On 1st down, it's Harris. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's into the hands of Coleman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Harris. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line. They'll give it to Harris again. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
Let's go.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
19 Tiger.
Give up the middle to Harris. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
Let's go now.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Here's Milton. This one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he is going to score. It's a shocking finish here in overtime. This game is over. So it's a win here for the Falcons. This game had a little bit of everything. Winds up going overtime. It's their defense that comes up with the big play. They get the touchdown, and in a stunning finish, an instant classic, if you will, they get the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.